friendship that'll never ever end.
I'm back discussing theories and hidden meanings inside the Firefly Fun House, and this week we're really going to sit down and discuss Fear is Power, episode 9 that we saw this week on WWE. It is probably the most juicy, must-see episode of the Firefly Fun House. There is so much to talk about, so much revealed. Oh, it is non-stop. But the first theory I want to put to you is something from the title sequence. The words, "This is the friendship that will never, ever end." Now, in this episode, episode 9, Bray Wyatt told us that the world is not round, it's flat. He told us that dinosaurs are not extinct. That's Bray Wyatt lying to us, not the Fiend. That's Bray Wyatt. What if everything else we've seen is a lie? What if the title sequence is a lie? What if the Firefly Funhouse is coming to an end? What if the friendship is off? We're no longer friends. What if Bray Wyatt is going to come back as the biggest heel of all time, as the Fiend? That would make perfect sense, because in this episode he did literally tell us that people lie to us all the time. So why wouldn't Bray? Bray would surely lie to us if people lie all the time. It makes absolute crystal sense that that's the case. I know that's a theory that's completely out there, and I want to see what you think, so let me know in the comments section below. But there is one thing that points that to be the obvious. Roll it. That's right, Bray Wyatt, as the Fiend, disappeared. Completely vanished at the end of the funhouse, and it all just went black. Every single funhouse so far has ended with Bray Wyatt saying, "Bye!" waving his hand and being all friendly. Not this time. Darkness. And then we were left with this picture. This is the final picture we've seen of the Firefly Funhouse this week. And a lot of people are talking about this because there's a lot of stuff within this one image. Not only do we have the background as the Muscle Man dance with all the disco lighting effect, Abby the Witch is the one thing everyone's talking about. And I just think this is a big coincidence. She usually has clouds behind her. The blue sky has gone black. The clouds have gone like gold. Whether that's just the lighting, I don't actually know. Maybe she has become the angel that Bray was talking about. We have Huskus the pig on top of the television that's on, and there is something next to him. Now, I have tried to enlarge this image, and you can't make out what that is. My best guess is, I think, agreeing with Resting Days, that it is video cassettes. It could be anything. It could be pizza. We've got the Fiend's mallet, and we've got Ramblin' Rabbit with his jam. How can that be? Now, to me, that's the most juicy thing we saw this week. That told me a lot. Bray Wyatt told us at the start he created the Funhouse so people could be different. People who are different would be safe. And I think he created the Funhouse to transition into the Fiend. Now, you see in that video there, we saw before that video in the thing, I can't upload it for copyright reasons, but you saw that there was like a radio thing, and there's the Muscle Man dance playing multiple times, multiple different styles, etc., as Bray flickers through the radio. But then all of a sudden it goes quiet, and you hear "Erase your mind." What? And I really think that is the Fiend telling Bray Wyatt to erase his mind. Let the Fiend in. How many times have we heard the Fiend? Let him in. Let me in. Let it in. We've heard it so many times in the Funhouse. And at the end, after he erased his mind, you saw like a struggle with like Bray as the Fiend, and then he just confidently stood there and looked directly to the camera. I really think this was the Fiend taking that control. The darkness taking over Bray Wyatt. Oh my God. And of course you saw before, he then disappeared. That's it. He left the Firefly Fun House. And of course everyone's saying this, but I am too, because I think this is the best theory. He's now left the Fun House and he's on his way. Is he going to be at Stomping Ground? Is he going to be at Raw? I really think he's going to be at Stomping Grounds. That's my prediction. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he won't do it at a pay-per-view. Not at a pay-per-view. Why? A lot of big WWE talent has debuted at a pay-per-view. Undertaker, Sting, Rocky Maivia, The Shield. They all debuted at pay-per-views. Why wouldn't Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt is being built right now as one of the best things in the company. And that's what we're building him as. Why wouldn't WWE do it on pay-per-view? Now, I could not end this video without talking about this sign, abandon all hope, ye who exit here. I put up a theory video last week talking about this sign in detail, and I missed this completely. A lot of you said this in the comment section. If you put all the pink letters together, it spells the word lion. Now, what is the lion? It's the king of beasts. It's the king of the jungle. Is that what the Fiend is? Is he the king of beasts? Oh, that's amazing. I hope so. I really hope that's a hidden message, because that would make so much sense. The new hairstyle with like the dreadlocks and stuff, that could be like the Fiend's mane. Like, I know this is really clutching at straws, but you guys come up with it in the comment section. I did not spot that at all, and I really wanted to mention it because shout out to everyone who mentioned it. Quite a few of you did, and it's a really good theory because that would make perfect sense. Now, for me, the Firefly Fun House has been a lot of fun. I do think it's now over. I would like to see maybe something come in its place. Like, maybe the Fiend loses eventually. Maybe he gets beaten up eventually. And maybe Bray goes back to the Funhouse, regroups. Maybe something else happens. And then he comes back bigger and badder and better than ever. Why not? It's got the world talking. Everyone right now, whether you're AEW, WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan fan, whatever it is, you're interested in the Firefly Funhouse. Whether you like it or not, you need to know what's happening. You're watching it, trying to find that one bit of evidence, that one little hint that no one else has spotted, because it's interesting and fun. And whether you're a kid who doesn't get it, will never find out these little Easter eggs hidden within it, that's absolutely fine. And you're not missing anything, because eventually he's going to debut and you're going to get it all along. But for us adults and stuff watching this, this is something to really get your teeth into and really sink into, and WWE investing in a character, and we're watching that character develop. And I really feel like Bray Wyatt has used this to show us him developing into the Fiend. We see so many times superstars go away, come back, repackaged, new character, new gimmick. They was a babyface, they're now a heel. They was a heel, they're now a babyface. With Bray Wyatt, we're watching every second of that transition from the cult leader Bray Wyatt to the dark entity, the king of beasts, the Fiend. Oh, that's so juicy, isn't it? That is so juicy. I really can't wait for Stomping Grounds. I really think Bray will debut there. It's going to help Raw's ratings, because if he debuts at Stomping Grounds, whether you're watching or not, you're going to watch Raw, because you're going to want to see what happens next. I think this could be really, really big. Hey, I might be wrong. Next Monday, we could be making another video, because there might be a whole new installment of the Firefly Funhouse. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, as always, let me know your theories, your thoughts in the comment section below. And just in case this is the last time that we ever make a Firefly Funhouse video, let's end on a high note, shall we?